What's up, YouTube? Cold Ass Ice Princess coming at you from Minnesota. And it's hotter than two fat girls jogging up here. I got the little summer glow going on. Y'all, okay, I came home from work and I sat down and I turned on YouTube, right? So then I started watching Unwind with Miss Tasha K. And Miss Tasha K had this girl on called was it Rashonda Pace? Is that the way you say her name? Rashonda Pace. A girl that was with R.Kelly during the time, well, it was a long time ago because they met on MySpace, like back in the day when MySpace used to be on. Well, anyway, so the girl was with R.Kelly from the age of 15. He had her sign all kind of contracts and stuff, lying on herself and different kind of things like that. I took notes, y'all, because but you know what? Go over to Tasha Unwind with Tasha K so you can see the full interview. And I mean, this girl was telling everything, and she wrote a book. Yes, we need to purchase that black woman's book. We need to support that sister, because she is telling a story that need to be told. Because you know what the truth is, and I don't mean to keep pointing my finger, but most of us knew R. Kelly was guilty way back in the day when he did that video. When he had scenes in that video from his house, the same house that he had on BET with Donnie Simpson way back in the day. That same pool room, the rainforest room or whatever he called it, was the same room he had that little 14-year-old girl in on that video. But he got away with it. And it's so funny that the way Rashonda was telling the story, that she met the man from MySpace through his one friend named Bubba, or I forget his other name. But this guy, him and R. Kelly are really lovers, and he is like a recruiter or like a pimp in a way, that he goes out and finds these girls and bring them back to R. Kelly's camp. Okay, and then the thing that got me about it was the fact that he met this young girl during the time when he was going through the courts. When he was going back and forth through the courts, trying to stay out of prison from the X-rated video, right? So he wasn't really taking none of that shit seriously. Basically, he knew he was gonna get off or whatever. He wasn't really taking it seriously because he was still doing the same damn thing. And it's like, over the past 20 years or more, I don't know if it's been 20 years, but it's been quite a while, he's still been doing the same old freaky ass behavior. And I hope y'all can hear me because the air conditioner is on. But like, I mean, the fact that this man just keeps doing these things over and over and over again, and there's so many women coming forth of how he used them and abused them and played mind games, Jedi mind tricks with these women and these young girls. If one person lie on you, okay, that's one person. But if multiple people keep coming up with this shit, and then different people in his camp who done quit, or this happened and that happened, and this one knows that happened, and this is like a big cover up, and da 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 da. And then this girl, Sharonda Pace, said that he was paying her off $5,000 every month because she had to sign some kind of contract when she was 16 years old. And it's like Miss Tasha K was asking her where her mom and daddy was, and her daddy was in prison. And like, she had like, I don't know if her mama was at work. See, that's the thing too. That's one thing I was telling one of my coworkers at work today, because I could have still been working in the medical field making really damn good money. But after I had my son and me and his dad's marriage didn't work out, I was like, no, I need a job where I can be at home when my baby is at home. When my baby is at school, I'm at work. When my baby is at home, I'm at home. I'm not going to be working no weekends. I'm not going to be working no holidays. I'm not going to work no evenings, no nights, none of that bullshit while my child is growing up. Now, my baby almost 20 years old, so I'm seriously thinking going back into the healthcare field. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. That's my story. But, so this little girl was just free to come and go as she pleased. You know what I mean? 15, 16 years old. I don't get it. I don't understand some parents. I mean, I have a son. You know what I mean? He just got off work. He just got off work at 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever. And then he came home and freshened up a little bit, and now he's out with his friends kicking it. But he's almost 20 years old. You know what I mean? It's not like he was doing this at 14, 15 years old. And believe me, he gonna be home pretty soon because he gotta get up and go to work in the morning. But anyway. So Rashonda Hayes told Miss Tasha K that she had to sign a contract with R.Kelly saying that she wouldn't pressure him, and that even if it took sleeping with other people besides him to make him happy. And then she had to sign a contract just saying stuff like she stole money from him and he gave her STD, like stuff that really didn't happen, but it did turn out that he did give her an STD, herpes. R. Kelly up here giving people herpes like it's damn birthday gifts. Because this ain't the first girl that done came out and said this man done gave them herpes. He just spreading herpes around his nasty dick ass. And Miss Tasha K did another interview some months ago where this lady had met him. This lady was living in a hotel with her sons, and she had met R. Kelly at the hotel because her house had burnt down, and the American Red Cross had put her and her babies up in the hotel, and she met R. Kelly in the hotel, and then R. Kelly promised her some money if she get him a blowjob, and then she gave him a blowjob, and that man didn't get that girl no money, and she said that man penis smell sour. She said that man penis smell rotten. And that just leads me to believe that man just been laying up having sex and ain't been washing. You know that real nasty sex smell when you've been having sex and you just done laid there and went to sleep underneath the covers, and then you wake up and open the covers the next morning. You be like, God damn, I ain't know it was a dead rat in the bed. Like, she said, she literally said she stuck R. Kelly thing and R. Kelly smelled rotten. Anyway. So, okay. So then, they was talking about more stuff. The girl was telling Miss Tasha K that she had to sit there and watch this dude named Bubba, which his name is really Jermaine, which is R. Kelly's lover. Like, him and R. Kelly was sitting there having oral sex right in front of the little 15, 16-year-old girl, and she had to sit there and watch this shit. And then before he sat there and made her watch it, he asked her a question like, can I trust you? That's like, that's like you playing like Jedi mind tricks on somebody, you know what I mean? Like you motherfucking Yoda, and you just floating around on thin air and shit in outer space somewhere, you know what I mean? You doing this to these little young girls and buying them damn bags and giving them allowances and all this kind of stuff, and then you doing all this freaky shit to these little young girls' mind. And then asking them, can I trust you? The little girl talked about having to stick a big black 9-inch dildo up R. Kelly butt. And she said he took the whole thing, child, without Vaseline or lube. And then after she put it all up in there, then he just laid back and play with his butt with the dildo stuck up in there and jacked himself off while she watched. He wanted her to sit there and watch. Then what else? Oh Lord, help me Jesus. The girl said that the only way R. Kelly could come And that's if he getting sexed up the ass because he's a bottom bitch, or if somebody giving him oral sex. She said that he is really deep down inside a gay man, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you perpetrating to be something else other than a gay man, then you lying to yourself and you lying to the whole fucking world. If you a gay man, you a gay man. Why is you using these little young girls for your freakiness? You can get you can go get a transsexual, a grown up, not a child. You can go get a transsexual to fuck you up in the ass all day long if that's what you like. Somebody that's an adult, consenting adult, not a child. My Lord. So this Bubba person that he got goes out and recruits young girls and bring them back to the sex cult. Now, one thing I gotta tell people is this. Just because you like his music, that don't mean that you agree with his foolishness. Because it's a difference between a person's creativity and a person's real behavior. When we looking at somebody on TV as an actor or a dancer or a singer, we are enjoying their creativity. We don't know nothing about their everyday ordinary life. But you would hope that somebody everyday ordinary life ain't turning to be a damn freak demon, a dick demon like R.Kelly. R.Kelly is a damn sex demon. He's a homemonger. He's a true epitome of a homemonger. And he don't care how he get it or where he get it from, long as he gets it. Dog, cat, man, woman, boy, or girl, he do not care. He's a sex demon. And let me tell you one thing about Capricorn. He's a Capricorn and I'm a Capricorn. And one thing about Capricorns is the freaks of the zodiac. People don't realize that because they think it's the Scorpio. But truth be told, it's the Capricorn who is the true freak of the zodiac. And the thing about it is with the Capricorn, because we have this outward appearance of always looking prim and proper and professional, and you know, we're usually like the boss or the CEO or the business person or whatever like that. But with everything, there's a opposite. With everything, you know, just like the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, with everything, there's always an exact opposite. And Capricorns have an exact opposite character that we have to keep under control, because we have really freaky and demented minds. And if we let it control us, then it will totally control you like it's doing R. Kelly. And that's the truth. Yes. Just like y'all see them goats climbing up them mountains, them steep cliffs. They just keep going and going like they don't know that they ain't got that much, you know, room to walk on. They just keep going and going. And pretty soon some of them damn goats gonna fall. And that's R. Kelly. His ass gonna fall. And it's really sad. It's sad because of him being an African American, growing up, I believe, on the south side of Chicago, making it out of the hood and becoming a multi-millionaire through his creativity, through the arts. I mean, the fact that he would allow himself to get caught up in this behavior so much to the point where it seems to me that it's out of control. Because think about it. Once you lie, it becomes easier to lie. You understand? Or once, just say once you hit your girlfriend or once you hit your boyfriend, the next time it becomes easier. It becomes easier. Whenever you do a dysfunctional thing, it becomes easier and easier for you to do it, because you're actually feeding that entity that wants to bring you down and destroy you. You're feeding it. What's that old Native American fable where you have the two wolves, the good one and the bad one, and you have to make a choice if you're going to feed the good one and let it live, or you're going to feed the bad one? Well, R. Kelly's feeding the bad one, and he's allowing it to flourish and get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a shame. And then the little girl talked about them, the FBI investigating him. Talked about how she used to have to put on a yellow dildo strap on and have sex with him while he was down on all fours. And then he made this girl say stuff to him like, call me a little bitch. While she was having sex with the man, he liked for the little girl to call him, little bitch. That's what he want the girl to call him, little bitch. My God. It's a shame, y'all. My God. My God, my God. Mothers and fathers, watch your children. Why you just letting your kids run free like that? I understand you can give your child a little freedom, but how can your child be going all day, every day, and you don't know what the hell they are, what they doing? I'm going to text my 19-year-old in a few minutes or so and be like, hey, you okay? You know what I mean? The police is acting crazy. White folks calling the police every day on our kids. Y'all better check on your damn kids. I mean, you don't have to hold them under lock and key. You don't have to make it to the point where they can't do nothing but stay in their room all day, but you should check on your kids. Where are your kids, people? Where are your kids? What your kids doing, mothers and fathers? These freaky motherfuckers like R. Kelly is taking advantage of your kids. This is not cool. Oh my God. Oh my God. Lord, when R. Kelly get taken down, they gonna put his ass up underneath the jail. Or maybe he gonna move to another country like that one dude did, that African Bambaataa, when all the sex stuff came out about him. Where he moved to, Brazil or Cuba or one of them. Cause shit, and if he move over there to Brazil or Cuba or Africa or somewhere, them little kids is sure gonna get taken advantage of, because they ain't got nobody fighting for them like Miss Tasha K and other people that's trying to bring R. Kelly to the to the courts and get caught. Them little kids ain't got no protection. Shit, if damn people in America is selling their damn kids off for money, you can imagine what somebody in a third world country gonna do. My God. Y'all going over there and check out Miss Lord have mercy. Y'all just go. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing else about the interview. Y'all just go over there and check out Miss Tasha K page. Unwind with Miss Tasha K, because Lord, she got the exclusive. I'm telling you, this is too much. It's really too much. Cold ass ice princess coming at you from Minnesota. That's all I gotta say. Grace and peace.